Hey, good morning. And isn't it an awesome day to craft our career with creative marketing and artistic inspiration? And we're in the middle of our Make One Change a Day in August for our Etsy shops to help boost our inspiration and increase our SEO, get ourselves noticed. And today I've just got one quick and dirty, easy little tip. Have you ever had a photograph that you wanted to use for your product photography for your shop and it looked awesome apart from just one little thing? You just wanted to change the color of something. So I just want to show you how I do that easily on Photoshop Elements. You're able to do it on just about any photo editing software out there, especially ones that let you use different layers. So I just wanted to show you how to do this. And if we have a look here, what I have is this fantastic photograph from Art by Senna. Is a shop. Senna is a friend of this channel that just launched her shop a couple of days ago, and she has the most awesome artwork that I wanted to share with you all. So her link will be in the description and in the comments below if you want to go and check her out. But I just wanted to show you a quick and dirty tactic I'd used because I loved this picture that she had. She gave me permission to use this picture. I love this image, but I just thought it would pop ever so slightly better if that cushion was in a different colour. So let's have a look at what I did first of all. So here is how I have decided, just done a really quick change to make the cushion be more of a colour, pick out more of the red in the picture. And I just thought that just helped the picture, although I love it totally. So let's see how I did this. Taking the cushion from orange into that more red orange colour. Really simple. So first things first, I'll get rid of this layer that we've already done so we can get on and do it from scratch. So the first thing here, generally if you're working on something in photography in Photoshop, it's best not to work on the main layer. So I'm just going to duplicate this layer. Now if you don't know what layers are, just think of it like I've got my picture and I've got a transparency. I've got a bit of acetate that I'm sitting on top of it. So at the side here, this is my different layers. This layer 1 is the bottom. This is the main picture, it's sitting there. And layer 2 is just like a photocopy sitting on top. Now, it's best if you just duplicate your layer as I've done. So if you mess up at any point, this little eye just hides everything. So if you mess up at any point, you can always just get rid of the layer and it's just going to show your picture's still there. It's just underneath. So now what you could do if the whole picture you just wanted to change the color of it or something, a really easy way, if we hit enhance, adjust color and hue saturation, you can just hit the master color and you can change the hue. We can change the feel. So if we wanted the whole thing more lighter yellowy, bringing it through the blues and everything, but obviously we don't really want that for the picture because we want to give a good idea of what the actual painting is. So we're just wanting to, let's undo that. So we're just wanting to work on changing this cushion, not any of the other colours, and it's as easy as anything. I just want to cut out this cushion. So what I'm going to do, this is my navigator panel here, and that just quick and easy lets me zoom in. I'm going to head towards the cushion. This isn't the original image, this is just an image from Facebook, so it's not quite as good quality as your original image would be, but it's great for just showing you how to work on, if it's not quite, slightly fuzzy edges and stuff, that this works for that as well. And I'm going to go in here to my quick selection tool, click on that, and at the bottom I'm making sure I'm on my quick selection tool. There's loads of other ones, and you've got choices here, and I'm just picking the box in the middle which is add to selection, And basically, just like, if you haven't already looked at the PhotoFuse video, which will be in the cards above, but just like that, it means that everywhere I draw, that's what's going to be kept, just in the way I'm doing this. In Photoshop, there's millions of ways to do things. This is just my way. So you see when I've clicked on that, it's tried to figure out what area it thinks I want, and it's taken on quite a bit of the shadows. In this case, I don't really want that. I don't want to change the hue of the shadows. I just want this cushion or pillow. So I'm clicking on the shadows to get rid of as much of them as I can. What you find you might have to do with this, especially if the edges are fuzzy, go back and forth clicking a few times until you're happy with what you've got. And again, with this slider at the bottom here, I can change the size of the brush from ridiculous to absolutely tiny, and it depends on the size of your image that you've got as well, to what your brush sizes are going to be. Now, as you can see, this is struggling a bit because the edges were a bit fuzzy, so I can jump into refine edge, and that kind of shows us what we're going to get if we cut it just now, if we cut it out just now. So first of all, I'm just going to smooth this edge a little bit, might be a bit too much, and this just takes away all the wiggles. You've got a radius of how the radius of what you're cutting out, and we're seeing that's absolutely no good for what we want. But just now I'm looking at shifting the edge because I want to make sure I get all the pillow. It doesn't matter if a tiny bit of the shadows come in, but if we have some of the pillow not cut out, then when I shift the color of the oranges, then the edges are going to show up. So we want to imagine if you're just cutting out with scissors, you're just going to overlap a little bit. So we've got shift edge here, so I can just pull it out slightly, and that looks like I've got all of the orange margin there. Yep, that's definitely all of the orange. We can see there's a little bit extra coming in, but we can fix that in a second. So yeah, for this I'm pulling it all the way out. And yeah, we've got some extra, so I'll just go into subtract, and you can again just come in and clean them out. Unfortunately, it's again shifted in some of the edge, so we'll just go to the refine edge again and shift that edge out a little bit more, just so you've got all of the cushion. So that definitely looks like all of the cushion, and because the background is white, this shouldn't be too big a deal. We'll see how it works. But so we're just going to go into layer mask and reveal selection. So all that has done is cut out, you can see here, is just cut out all of the background and left with the cushion. Now we can't see it because what's below is also the same, but if I turn off what's below, you'll see you just have a floating cushion. So I'm just going to right click on this and simplify layer, so it's not a mask, it's just the cutout cushion. And all we're going to do now, if I zoom out back to the picture and enhance, adjust color, adjust hue saturation, and now we're on the layer of just the cushion, so whatever I do here is just changing the color of the cushion. So we're just looking, there's blues and everything, just looking for the color that pops the best. So for me, I just think the red brings out the color of these stripes in the picture. Okay, so I hope this helped. It's just a real quick and easy thing to just change one thing in a picture if you just want to change a pop of colour just to sort out the picture. There's many ways to make these changes, but I hope this helped give you an idea of what you can do. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.